Hey everybody, it's day 18 and today we're visiting the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. You can see behind me a mock-up of the Saturn V rocket. So, alright, now I'm standing right next to one of the main engines of the Saturn V rocket. I'm probably about 8 feet away from it, so you can see the size of just one of the engines. And let's see if we can see the whole rocket up there. So definitely a huge rocket system here. Come on out and see for yourself. You're going to have to stand next to it just to get a sense of the scale of this rocket system. This is the V2 rocket. This is where it all began. This was the German vengeance weapon from World War II. It's one of my favorites, and I often refer to it as the Bugs Bunny rocket. If you look at the shape, it has that tapered tail section, and all the cartoon rockets that have ever been drawn since we started traveling into space have been drawn off of this rocket. Alright folks, we're out here in the rocket park, and the green rocket behind me is the Redstone rocket, also known as Old Reliable. It's what was the Redstone Arsenal was named after. And for those of you that thought I knew everything about rockets up to this point, I learned something new today. Now the larger rocket further behind me is the Saturn 1B, and you can see those tanks on the outside. There are 8 tanks, which are actually old Redstone fuselages or cores. Inside the center of that is a Jupiter tank, and that was the first stage propellants for the Saturn 1B. So even I'm learning stuff about rockets here today at the Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville. The Space Shuttle Pathfinder here is a vehicle that was used for launch pad testing in the Space Shuttle program. Now, it never flew like Enterprise and the active orbiters flew, but it is a full-size model that was used to verify launch pad operations. Here we have it with the external tank and 2 solid rocket boosters. Shuttle main engine. It's not the largest or most powerful engine that we've ever created, but it is one of the most complicated. Here you can see all of the fuel and oxidizer lines, the pre-burners, the turbo pumps, and all of the other systems. It's also the most efficient using hydrogen and oxygen.